back up. And one of the toughest men in the history of this industry, you don't mess with Bob Holly. A man so tough, the only nickname appropriate is Hardcore. Multiple-time Hardcore champion, Intercontinental champion, gold or the tag team title. There's not much Bob Holly hasn't done. And Bob Holly's got an idea. He wants to beat Jock Samson and Chris LeRusso. You can sense the energy of both these athletes. Just the frenetic energy of Andrew Palace and just the temper of Bob Holly boiling over. Jock and Chris have proclaimed themselves the greatest of all time, and despite the fact this is their first ever match together, jumping the gun a bit. I'll tell you what, Palace and Hardcore Holly are about as polar opposite personalities as you can find. We'll see if they can find a common ground in their mutual enemies. Bob Holly is a tag team specialist. He's won tag team gold with Sean Waltman, 1-2-3 Kid, X-Pac, call him however you want. Crash Holly, the late great Mike Lockwood. Hell, even teamed with Mark Gunn. He was once part of an incarnation of the Midnight Express with Bob Holly. Holly was tag team championship partner with Cody Rhodes as Cody entered WWE. We'll see if he can find similar success here this evening with Andrew Palace by his side. And LeRusso, in spite of the slump he's been on, in spite of losing his Super Indy qualifying matchup to Britt Baker, let's never underestimate the danger LeRusso brings. Proficient in many martial arts, calculated, resourceful, conniving, and intelligent. LeRusso claiming the hair was pulled. If Bob Holly pulls your hair, I think we're all going to be aware of it because Bob will be holding the roots in his hair. Deep collar elbow tie. You can sense the aggression from both these athletes. Clean break, and LeRusso does not want to be the recipient of a Bob Holly right hand. And Holly's one of those guys that just commands and demands respect. No matter who you are, no matter where you've been, once you've been in the ring with Hardcore Holly, he will make you respect it. Nice arm drag by LeRusso. LeRusso got in deep, and we made those comparisons earlier in the night to Ricky Steamboat. I think that would be a fair comparison again, and Holly getting a bit of a feel of what a proficient wrestler Chris LeRusso is. Did Jock just say get back before I get angry? Not the most intimidating sword is Jock at the moment, but LeRusso got Holly over a second time and feeling his oats a bit. Even Holly impressed. And LeRusso wants to enter a test of strength, a knuckle lock with Hardcore Holly. This may not be the most well-advised move. Well, LeRusso playing mind games with Holly as if making him mad ever helped anybody. LeRusso mockingly referencing Holly's career. Holly's a man that spent about 15 years in WWE. You don't do that by accident. You don't do that without being able to swim with sharks and survive with the best. And LeRusso once again outsmarts Holly. LeRusso, a third attempt at outsmarting Bob Holly. Will Holly get suckered in again? Cross his heart, hope to die. He won't do it again. Wrestler's honor. And that's what you get. And it's Holly with right hands. Now LeRusso set for the ride. Clothesline connects. And you see that aggression of Hardcore Holly that's been building. It's been festering, and it's now boiling over. Ouch. What a chop by Hardcore Holly. Oh, God! This is a lesson and a half, and Ballas couldn't be happier. One more. Oh, no. That sound just... Oh, Jock got it! That sound reverberates throughout the entire town of Meadville. And it's time for these self-proclaimed greatest of all time to regroup together on the floor. Whereas LeRusso favors what used to be his chest and is now pretty much ground beef. Well, he's looking for Jock to tag. Jock doesn't want any part of Hardcore Holly. And I can't say as I blame him. Well, this crowd insinuating that Jock doesn't have the guts to get in the ring. And Ballas tags in. Ballas and Jock will never exchange Christmas cards. I don't think they'll ever see eye to eye on much of anything. You can sense who the crowd favorite is. Tie up, nobody moves. Ballas is feeling the energy. Jock with a knee. Ooh. Hard chopping. Holly looking to intervene, but the illegal man now, referee Williams having to keep control as Jock has chopped Ballas for the time being. Jock is trying to out-chop Hardcore Holly and pretty much throw it in Holly's face. But Jock's got to be concerned with the man he's in the ring with. One more. Well, Jock's getting his licks in. Jock's doing his damage. Make no mistake about it. The duck of the clothesline. Duck of the elbow. And Ballas explodes with a clothesline. Oh, that energy of Ballas. Off the page, as always, get ready. Palace smartly hanging on to Jock as he tags in Holly. Look out. Pick it up right where we left off. That will sting. That'll stop your heart. And Jock has had about enough of Hardcore Holly. I'm amazed either Jock or LeRusso are still standing at this point. And Holly sent it to the post. I think Jock baited Holly to the floor that time. And once Holly was on the floor, Jock was in his wheelhouse. Holly sent back in. LeRusso now. Punishing Hardcore. A great elevation of the leg drop. That may be the best leg drop in the industry today. LeRusso on top, and Holly kicks out at 2. Back comes Jock, and we're seeing now the chemistry of LeRusso and Jock. Certainly, you must surmise they'd spent a lot of time together. Training strategy sessions, as LeRusso illegally has a hold of Holly behind the back of the official, who's with Palace and Jock. But LeRusso and Jock have bonded over their mutual disdain for, let's face it, pretty much everyone around them. And LeRusso measures Holly. Right to the side of the jaw, we see frequent tags. We're seeing the confidence grow between Jock Samson and Chris LeRusso. Holly has been neutralized. And Holly's double tough. He's all man in the yard wide. He's to his feet. But LeRusso digging deep into the eyes. Jock back in. And that cohesion by LeRusso and Jock Samson is well on display. LeRusso choking Holly. Palace is having a conniption fit. Palace can't do anything. We don't want to risk disqualification. But Jock and LeRusso manipulating their surroundings in a major way, playing the referee like the proverbial fiddle, and continuing to tag in on Holly. Continues to get his licks in. But it's LeRusso now with a takedown. Could this be all? No. Near fall situation again. Cheap shot to Palace. And again, playing on that temper of the Spasmanian Devil, like LeRusso and Jock. Measures him. I think Holly moved out of the way. I think Holly had sidestepped. LeRusso hit Jock. And Holly came back with a clothesline. Holly just barely moved out of harm's way, but he did. And that's all that matters. Holly the right hand, tagging to Palace. Andrew Palace is in, and Andrew Palace is unloading. Shots for LeRusso, shot for Samson as Palace is a man in his own as Bob Holly recovers. Holly just barely made it to that tag. Back suplex nicely done. LeRusso lands high and tight. Shotgun drop, kick LeRusso into Jock. Could this be hernia driver? All LeRusso counters, he's felt that a time or two. Ankle lock. LeRusso looking for a submission. Oh no. Holly back to dancing with who brung him. And there's the hernia Lariat driver, Palace on top, got him!